Hi, welcome to Storytime. I have this book here. It's called Every Cowgirl Needs a Horse. And I have someone very special in mind as far as this book goes. And I am going to let her know that it's going to be up. She's not one of my grandkids, but she's close. She's very close. So this book is by Rebecca Janney. Every Cowgirl Needs a Horse. I'm a cowgirl from head to toe, and every cowgirl needs a horse. So I asked for one for my birthday. Looks like a cowgirl. Plan for my birthday. Number 1, a horse. Any color will do. New hitching post. Move car out here. Horse trough. Side yard haystack. New corral. Most important is the horse. Other stuff, brushes, oats, saddle, and bridle. There's her map. That's the plan for her birthday. It's a very good birthday. That's a very good plan. Birthday morning, I shook the sleep out of my braids and dressed for riding. I pulled up my jeans, snapped on my chaps, tugged on my boots, and tipped my hat. Morning, Nellie Sue, I said to the mirror. Morning, Mama answered. What would the birthday girl like for breakfast? Something that'll stick to my ribs. I got chores to do. Well, she's all business this morning on her birthday, isn't she? I got chores to do. After breakfast, I hosed fresh water into Ginger's trough and moseyed off to muck the stalls in the barn. She's mucking stalls and she's getting water and she's doing her thing. Outside, I scattered seeds for the free-range chickadees. Mama called out, "Need a little help?" "No," I said. "What I really need is a horse." Yep, really need a horse. I wrangled our wagon out of the shed and piled it high with grass harvested from our own backyard. Only the best for my new filly. Daddy asked, "You need help?" "No, but I do need a horse," I told him. I need a horse. Lunchtime came, but my horse had not. Still, I'd worked up an appetite doing chores, and Mama made my favorite, chili and beans. After lunch, Daddy hollered, "Time to round 'em up for cake and ice cream." I looped Ginger's leash into a lasso. Yeehaw! We got herding to do. You know what herding means. You know, like herding cows and yeah. We circled the block, barking and yelling until we scared up a stampede of kids. One little one broke away and I almost had to hog tie him. I threw up my arms and shouted, "I'd do better with a horse." She would. She would do so much better with a horse. Yeah. As soon as the herd gathered, Mama passed out Johnny cakes. I strummed my guitar while we all sang Happy Birthday and Home on the Range and enjoyed a good time around the campfire. She's playing the guitar. And then it happened, Daddy said. "Hey, Nellie Sue, got a horse here for you." He patted the saddle of a brand new bike. "Isn't she a beauty?" She has a shiny silver coat with a bright pink saddle and a pale pink mane. "Well, you gonna ride her?" Daddy asked. She doesn't look very happy, does she? All eyes were on me, and I felt like I swallowed a hay bale. I wasn't real keen on riding a horse with wheels where hoofs ought to be. "She's ready for riding," Daddy coaxed. I walked over to her with my palm out flat so she could get a good sniff. "Well, beauty," I whispered, "you gonna let me lead you around a little?" With everyone staring, I judged I better give him a show. Like a true cowgirl, I put one boot in the stirrup, flung my other leg over the saddle, and pedaled like I was running from a wild hog. We skedaddled down that hill. Giddy up! She's going so fast. Straight over the chicken wire fence and into the garden, right in the middle of Mama's tomatoes. Thud, smack, wham. Oh, man. That did not end well. Beauty was hurt real bad. I hugged her close and hollered for my dad. Look, Daddy, I cried. That chicken wire's poking right through her hoof. Sure enough, Beauty had a puncture wound. Will she be okay? I asked. Daddy wrapped up Beauty's wound, pumped her full of medicine, and said, well, now she's as good as new. That's a girl, I whispered, holding her steady. Beauty seemed taller and wiser, too, but maybe that was me getting a little horse sense of my own. Beauty, I told her, a real cowgirl always gets back in the saddle. Let's do it. I stuck my boots in the stirrups, gripped the reins. Beauty held her head high and cantered along, gaining speed. My braids blew like kite tails as we galloped down the slope, and I grinned until I could taste the wind. Yes, sir, I'm a cowgirl from head to toe, and all a cowgirl really needs is a horse. At the rodeo. And I do have that. Well, that was adorable. Cowgirl I know really has a horse, though. She sure does. And she rides in the rodeo.